dispatch. They said, bring it on back, go make your other deliveries. Oh, no, smoking! And come back and go bring it back later. That means I gotta take 2 trips to this fucking place. No, man, I hate this place. But anyway, I'm still getting my work done, doing my thing. Roro had a good live stream last night. If you haven't seen it, go out and check it out. Oh no, I can't see through the fog, man. The big gray building on the right side, that's the VA, the New Orleans VA. I made many deliveries there. At least I'm getting out of the city. Just to come back after I finished and go deliver that one fucking BMW motorcycle. One! We're planning on their part, but that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, so since I'm doing this little rant, y'all get to see some of New Orleans that you don't normally see. The big building on the left side, that's Orleans Parish Prison and courthouse and all that stuff. And behind it is where those inmates got out at. And one of them took forever to catch, but they got them all as far as I know. Seriously, there's nothing behind me. You could have waited. And not even in the crosswalk. I'm trying to keep my phone going at more angle than what it should be, but oh well. Here we got a hookah lounge. Norman C. Francis. And the price of gas over here is $2.46, $2.49. Out in Metairie, it's depending on where you go. way up against the cab of my truck with other stuff in the way, like a delivery for windows to Lowe's, and the crate that I was supposed to take off for my second stop was way too big, and I wouldn't have been able to get around the windows. But yeah, it ended up being my last stop. Plus, that delivery too, I couldn't make it because the road was too narrow. They had cars parked on both sides. As good of a driver as I am, even I knew not to go down there. I couldn't drive straight down there and back it up, or back it down there and drive it straight out. There's too many cars in the road. The overpass you see up ahead is the Causeway Pass. Brings you back down the airline. Goes all the way to Veterans. Anyway, off to the right side. Yesterday, my third delivery is in a Ritchie neighborhood. I'm talking about these people are so filthy rich that when the train comes rolling through, it doesn't even blow the horn. Because they got an ordinance where the train cannot blow the horn crossing over there. Intersections and all. The bottom, as you see how that truck's going down, going underneath that underpass, that overpass, that's the railroad tracks. Well, anyway, when I went to go make that delivery, the road I was supposed to go on, height clearance was 9.6. I'm 12.6. So I had to find an alternative route to get to that delivery. They didn't even tip or nothing, or even a thank you, not even a fuck you, you know? But I guess that's how people are, you know? I've had deliveries to normal people, and they gave me a tip. Don't get me wrong, tip is appreciated, but not required. When I called dispatch and told them I can't make that delivery because GPS wants me to go down where the low clearance is at. They started scrambling because, oh, it's a really rich client, we gotta get them taken care of, blah, 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 blah. So I ended up figuring out a way to get to it. I pulled it up on my GPS. I had to go a quarter of a mile out the way to backtrack. And then I had to go back another quarter of a mile to get out. Airline drive now. It's nice to have new asphalt roads, but the process of them getting it up to this point sucks. Block lanes, tear out the old asphalt, block another lane, tear out the asphalt, block the third lane, tear out the asphalt, and then come back, block a lane, lay the asphalt, block a lane, lay out the asphalt, and so forth. Deliveries are in no truck zones. Nothing over 5 tons. My truck is 10,289 pounds. So yeah, I'm always on the lookout for the po-po, making sure I don't get pulled over for being grossly overweight. And that's just dry weight. There's nothing on there that I can actually Target. The pallet was all busted up. It weighed 3,007 pounds. I had to bring it back, and they said they were going to break it down into 2 pallets. But get to the office, they didn't break it down. They just put it on another pallet and then strapped it to that pallet. It set me on my way. Well, needless to say, when I got to Target, the back end of my truck is lower than the front because of the way the loading dock is. And the ramp on their loading dock is going up. So there was that pinch point of going down then up so quickly that I'm pulling it down. But actually, I'm running in front of the pallet jack, trying not to get run over by it. And as soon as it started to come up, the pallet slid right off the other pallet they put it on. It took 4 people to push that pallet out of my truck and onto their loading dock. Boy, boy. Right here is Clearview Parkway in Metairie. I'm heading back to the office in Kenner. It's going to go from 3 lanes to 2 lanes at the next red light. And I'm in the lane that stage is going straight. The one on my right, that lane ends. I don't know how many of y'all that's watching actually likes football, but I will be passing the New Orleans Saints training camp. That's out here in Metairie. They couldn't build a facility like that in New Orleans because property is at a bare minimum out there. We actually didn't able to do anything with all the buildings. Plus, it's of ease to get to out here. It's close to the airport and close to New Orleans. Trying to build it out there in New Orleans East or something like that. Plus, you don't have as bad a crime over here as you do out there in New Orleans East. I don't know how my sound is working, if you can hear me or not, but coming up on the left is the Budweiser plant down here, one of many. Southern Eagle. I don't drink that shit. I used to drink that shit. Then when they changed to being a lager, I didn't like it. But oh well. You got the Budweiser facility. You got a church, which I'm getting ready to pass up the church now. By the red light, you take that left, it'll bring you to the former sports center and New Orleans Saints training ground, training camp shit. And they're building another auctioner facility to the left. Why 2 at the same place with just a small amount of people? Doesn't make sense. But anyway. A little further up is a park. I think it's, I don't know, it's not, I'm not for sure the name of it. And then there's the Performing Arts building where they have plays and stuff like that. You gotta have some kind of culture. Not me. Cane's is pretty good food, but I can only eat so much of it. Not the greatest, in my opinion. I'd rather make my own. Harley Davidson of New Orleans on the right. And you also got the Shrine, which used to be the New Orleans Zephyrs and all that. And then by the time it ended, it was in the hell names the baseball team the Baby Cakes? Seriously? And that's what the people voted for. I guess they thought it was a joke. Jefferson Performing Arts Center. There ain't nothing else really to see on my trip going back, other than those few places that I talked about. Which this park is a huge park. It goes from where the church ends at all the way to the next lake. Oh, it's LaSalle Park. No, no. Not that I really care, but still. Yeah, Taco Bell. Eat there. Let it go 30 minutes later. You don't buy their food, you just rent it. In one end and out the other. A waste of time, so don't even bother. I ain't shit in here. Yeah, I changed the lyrics to I hate overkill. Try to do more videos with me doing some rants and shit. Doing my road rants. A lot of times I've come across a bunch of accidents. I normally catch those on my dash cam on my personal vehicle. Sometimes I'll upload them. Not very much, but sometimes. Built that. Take 5. Come on, you camera holder. Hold the camera. And to the left, they're building new mausoleums and stuff. So a lot of people are buried above ground due to the water table. Popeye's coming up. It's not as good as it used to be, but I'd rather my own. I'd rather bake my stuff than fry it. And yes, I am a man from the South. I don't fry, except for French fries. I come outside and fry. And that heat and humidity. Uh-oh. Killer got them somebody. Light, but the next light is Williams Boulevard. $3.49, $3.59. 2 different gas stations across the street. 10-cent difference. Here we are at Williams Boulevard. I remember back in the day they had all kind of stuff to do out here. The mall was right off of Williams. It's still there, but it's like a Target and a couple other little businesses inside the mall. I know we got a few active malls still, but there's only two over here. That's Lakeside and Clearview Mall. Bell Promenade ain't there no more. Then you got Mall of Louisiana out there in Baton Rouge. Not too long ago they had that shooting out there in that mall. Veterans, which runs parallel to Airline, and they had all kind of issues building that thing. They even had to go back and redo the runway, even though they drove big old telephone poles into the ground to help brace the concrete and everything. Even the building was sagging into the ground. It's green, Pete. Green means go. And my turn is at the next light. All they got over here is basically a bunch of warehouses and rental car places that they come and bring the cars back to and get service and cleaning and repairs and all that stuff. Gotta fix this truck. That thing keeps making all kinds of